Looking back on my channel, I've always talked about hardtails, hardtail bike reviews, hardtail trail riding, and hardtail crashing. But today's episode is going to be a little different. This is going to be my first full suspension demo ride, and you guys are going to come along with me.
Oh my gosh! Oh, this is so much easier on a full suspension. So the guys over at Chain Reaction has been awesome. They're gonna let me take this Vitus Sommet out on a trail ride. I'm super pumped.
You heard that right, a 2019 Vitus Sommet CRS. This bike is fully equipped with a carbon fiber frame, built for responsiveness and low weight. Up front, we have a RockShox Lyric, 170 millimeters of travel, paired with the 160 millimeter RockShox Deluxe in the rear. Now, as far as drivetrain, the Sommet is equipped with the SRAM GX Eagle 1x12. And for stopping power, the SRAM Guide RE 4-piston disc brakes. And to put the cherry on top, this bike is equipped with WTB wheels, wrapped with Minion DHF 2.5s front and rear. Not only does this bike come well spec'd, it also comes at a competitive price point. And after my demo ride, it's easy to say this bike is worth the money. As Vicky from the Chain Reaction Cycles team sets up my suspension, it's worth noting that the Sommet has made its appearance in the Red Bull Fox Hunt at least 4 times by winner Colin Ross. So I'm pretty confident that this bike should be able to handle just about anything you can throw at it.
So the guys over at Chain Reaction has been awesome. They're gonna let me take this Vitus Sommet out on a trail ride. I'm super pumped. I just got to get back to the Jameis booth to do a group ride with Sid and Mackie, and I got 10 minutes to get there. I made it on the group ride just in time. So this is gonna be fun. Oh my gosh! Oh, the Sommet is smooth as butter. So this might seem a little crazy, but this is my first ride on a true first test ride on a full suspension. Woo! It's not too bad. It's their enduro bike. So it's a 27.5, but it's got 170 up front, 160 in the rear. But everything else on this bike is amazing. There was a little bit of downhill on this group ride that we did, and it handled so well. It gripped up just fine. I felt contact to the dirt all the time, and man, this is just, I'm super impressed with this full suspension. So we've been on a gradual climb for about 10 minutes now, maybe less, but I can honestly say I've been in the lowest gear for a while on this bike, and it doesn't bob too much. I'm impressed. Everybody says that, the hardtails climb like a beast, but I don't notice much difference in this compared to my hardtail. Oh, I'm gonna have to stop and breathe. Whew. So I know it doesn't look like much, but up ahead is a super steep climb. I'm gonna see how it goes on this Vitus Sommet, and I think it'll be the true test of climbing on this. But I gotta stop talking for a sec and get my breathing back down to normal. Woo. a couple deep breaths in. And we're gonna go ahead and truck it to the top. Let's go to my happy place. Just start grinding. I didn't lock out the shock at all. This is with the shock not locked out. Man, it gets so steep. My legs are already feeling it. Oh, it's so steep. Legs are giving out. It's not the bike's fault. It's the leg's fault. Oh, come on. Oh. Holy cow. Go, go. Oh, almost there. Oh my gosh. You know, I don't feel the pedal bob in the suspension. And holy cow, I made it. Woo, that climb's a doozy. Overall, this thing can climb like a freaking mountain goat.
So as I'm sitting here finishing up the editing for this video, I noticed that the GoPro footage really doesn't do it justice in the downhill sections of the trail. It was actually pretty ruddy from the rain that we just had, and a lot faster than what the video makes it look like, but that's just how it goes. But I didn't want to discount the bike's ability. It glided right over all of those ruts. And I think it was cool to feel the true difference between a full suspension and the hardtail mountain bike that I normally ride in all of my other videos. So I noticed that I also didn't say any cons of this bike, and really I don't have many. Even after sitting down and thinking about it, there really were no cons to me. The bike may have been on a heavier side, but it is an enduro bike. It's got 170 millimeters of travel and 160 in the rear. So with this big of a style bike, you expect it to be a little heavier. Now I do want to make note that the frame of the bike is fully carbon, but the rear triangle is alloy. And when I was discussing this with the mechanic at the Chain Reaction Cycles booth, Vicky, she was awesome by the way, Vicky told me that the rear alloy of the bike helps with responsiveness and adds a little bit of stiffness, because a full carbon frame can get a little flex in there and it can almost cause problems on the trail. So they put that alloy rear on there to stiffen it up and add to the responsiveness of the bike. So I just wanted to make note of that. Now, if you guys liked this Vitus Sommet review video, make sure you give me a big thumbs up and keep an eye out for next week. Should be next week Tuesday for another review video of a full suspension bike I got to test ride. I got to demo at Sea Otter Classic. It's not another Vitus, but it is from Chain Reaction Cycles. And I think you guys are really going to like that video. So hit that bell notification so you get notified for that. But until then, I'll see you guys next week. Peace.